So let's be honest. Have you ever woken up by 2 a.m. in the morning and go on Google and be like, my dog is vomiting by 2 a.m. in the morning just to scare yourself?
I guess every pet owner has done that at least once.
Yeah, I guess so. So let's talk about something that is more than a Google scare, parvovirus. And trust me, it doesn't come without a warning.
Exactly. If Parvo were to have a personality, it would be that wicked visitor
Yeah.
that comes in quietly and leaves chaos.
Not just chaos, it empties your bank account, dries it. Anyways, my name is Dr. Ada, and we have
Dr. Adefioye.
and you're welcome to You and Your Vet Talk Show by Epiphany Vets. So let's meet the villain, parvovirus. So doctor, what is parvovirus?
In simple terms, parvovirus is a highly contagious virus that affects puppies, especially their intestines and their immune system.
Oh, so are we saying that it goes for the weakest points?
Yes, exactly. It does. It's a very deadly virus.
So what do I notice? What do I notice when my dog has parvo?
Um, when the dog has parvo, the first sign, and people do actually ignore that sign most times when dogs are sick, is the dog goes off feed, then you see vomiting, bloody diarrhea, and weakness.
And people actually think that sometimes when it starts, people actually think it's normal diarrhea at first, right?
Yeah, and then they ignore. Parvo doesn't wait for anyone.
And that's scary because sometimes diarrhea feels harmless. Vomiting can be like, oh, maybe I gave bone, no, maybe I gave something she's
Maybe
reacting
you ate
to.
something.
Yeah, you
throw
get,
up.
yeah. So it feels harmless at first, but then it becomes a literal scare. So now let's break some myths, doctor. So, true or false?
Okay.
Does Pablo happen to only dirty dogs?
Very false.
Okay. So why?
So it's Parvo doesn't care how clean your house is. You as a person can be a factor. You can be a carrier. You can go to visit a home and play around with dogs that are infected with this virus. And coming back to your dog, you can also actually expose that to your dog, irrespective of how neat your house is. And another thing is that Parvo is airborne. So
That's very true. Airborne means
it's in the environment, it's in the air.
it's in the air. So okay, another one is Pablo only happens to local dogs.
No. Very.
Oh no, let's break that. Oh, they say Pablo doesn't happen to local dogs.
It does. It does happen to local dogs. People be like, local dog they have immunity. Well, that's mongrel. For those that don't know what we call local dogs, mongrel. They say they have stronger immunity. They don't, but they do.
Okay, so if my puppy looks fine today, does that mean it's safe?
Not exactly. It's not. Parvo can happen within 24 and 48 hours. So it can get worse.
And then it's very ruthless.
Yes.
Okay, so another one is, does vaccination, does puppies, does all adult dog only get it? Is it only to puppies or adult dogs, like something like that?
All ages can get it. It's just that the puppies are more prominent to, they are all more susceptible to this virus, because of their immune system, very naive immune system. So puppies majorly get that virus. But then the adults dog can also have that, especially those that are not vaccinated.
Okay, so if I have vaccinated my dog and it still comes out with Pablo, what happened?
Vaccinating your dog is a way of introducing an antibody against that virus to your pet, but doesn't give that 100% clearance from that virus. It's just that when a vaccinated dog, when they come down with the virus, they tend to, during treatment, they tend to recover faster, and their body tends to respond quickly to treatment, unlike those that are not vaccinated at all.
Okay, so let's leave the fear. Let's stop scaring them.
Yeah.
Let's go to hope.
Yeah.
So how can this be won against? How can we win against Parvo?
Yes. We mentioned vaccination earlier. So vaccination is a means of prevention. Good hygiene is also another means. So yes.
So are you saying here that prevention is the hero, it's the game changer?
Yes.
Okay. So when we're talking about good hygiene, I'd like us to understand what is good hygiene.
Good hygiene. We'll talk about where they live, their feed, not giving them dirty water. You don't just move them around. You have the your pets moving into bushes, roaming around the street. Keeping them neat. Cleaning their feeders, their water, their environment, your environment also. That's also good hygiene.
So you can use hypo, right?
Yes, IPO, for those that have this cow stuff, you have your dog staying with you. Please, make
Okay.
sure to use IPO to
So
clean.
I've also noticed that doctors say Pavo is 50-50. Why do doctors say Pavo is 50-50?
Yeah, just like we say that Parvo is a very deadly virus if not attended to. So it can be 50-50 most times when the dogs are not brought in on time. When you bring your dog in and the signs are still very, just very little and their chest is being run and you realize it's Parvo.
Yeah.
That one, I think the survival rate is still higher than when the old signs are already there. So we just have to let you know that yes, this is a very deadly disease, and most times in a worst scenario, it's 50-50.
Okay, so let's say take home. What do you think they should remember here? Like, what should they take home? If they don't remember anything at all, what's that one thing you want them to remember?
Yeah, one thing I want you to remember is that parvovirus waits for no one. Vaccinate your pets. Follow the routine of vaccination. Listen to your vet, the advice your vet gives to you. People when they vaccinate their dogs, maybe the first shots, they give this, and your vet tells you, come back in 2 weeks. Some people be like, I'm not available. Before you know, a month, 2 months, and then you come in for second shot. That is not a good arrangement of vaccination. You are not helping that dog.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And you're not even providing complete immunity.
Yes, and another thing I want you to also take home is that because your dog is not feeding, it's vomiting, doesn't mean that it will get better tomorrow. Visit your vet. That is it. Visit your vet.
Yeah, true. Lucky. Anyways, so if we just save one puppy, then our job here is done. If we're able to save one puppy, then our job here is done. So we just want to say thank you for staying tuned to this edition of You and Your Vet Talk Show. Until you see us next week. Ciao. Bye.